Hi, join me as I ask my colleagues some thought questions as regards the myths and facts surrounding threat intelligence.
Threat intelligence help organizations proactively defend against cyber threats by providing them with timely information about cyber attacks, vulnerability, and also attack tactics. This help organizations to actively prepare for threats before they occur. Thank you.
True proactive defense uses intelligence to understand adversary behavior and also to anticipate and harden against future attacks. So what this actually means is that if you have rich intelligence data, this help you make informed strategic security decision.
The value of threat intelligence is determined by the actionable insights it provides to decision makers. What we're trying to say here is that threat intelligence goes beyond raw data and IOCs. The data has to be analyzed, contextualized, and presented in a way that is easy for management, decision makers to make informed decisions. If this data is not analyzed and transformed into this form, it is usually compacted and overwhelming for people to understand. Once we have data that has been transformed, threat intelligence becomes a very powerful tool and is very useful for situation and security awareness. Thank you.
So sound threat intelligence is a combination of open source data, dark web monitoring, and internal telemetry to provide proper context. So a simple analogy, it's just like a doctor conducting a diagnosis, right? Open source data is like your random search on the internet for the symptoms. Dark web monitoring can be considered as the unseen test result from the lab, while your internal telemetry is how your body actually feels. So only when you combine all three together is when you can actually know what is wrong with you and how to fix it. Thank you.
All right, so the facts would be modern threat groups operate like global businesses. So in the corporate world, where we have collaboration among branches in different countries, that's the exact same way you have threat actors collaborating. So they share hacking tools, they trade stolen data, and even offer cybercrime as a service.
So the fact is, participating in a threat sharing community provides a force multiplier effect, giving you visibility into new threats and threat landscape. And now, what is a force multiplier? A force multiplier is a factor that significantly increases the effectiveness of a group or a person beyond their basic capacity. Thank you.
The truth is, automation helps, but human analysts are still essential to interpret intent, relevance, and attacker behavior. Cyber attackers' intents are being modified from time to time, and what they want to achieve changes per time per attack. And that's where threat intelligence comes in. It helps you understand the intent and what they plan to achieve.
The fact remains, the cyber kill chain is a useful framework for understanding attackers' progression, and it's basically giving you insights into the various stages it takes for an attacker to operate, from the initial access stage to the action on objectives. So at every stage, the attacker is basically performing an action. The framework basically helps you understand each and every step of the attack from the start to the finish.